Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Sosana update, man. Tonight, I'm going to broadcast it live here on my channel. If you want to sign up, guys, you can click the link. If you want to watch the video about how the utility works and how you make money from it, just scan the QR code right there and above my head there. And it'll take you to a page that shows you the video. It's a 10-minute video that explains the utility. You're going to love it, man. Or you could go right to the website and just sign up. It's free to sign up. So there you have it, my friends. You're going to need Phantom Wallet. Phantom works on the Solana system. It's their main wallet. So you're going to use that. And then when you sign up, you're going to, attach the wallet to the website. That's how it works. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it to start. Anybody that shows up, man, appreciate it. I'm excited about this project, so I don't miss any of these, man. I have a lot of coins already. I'm a heavy holder on this. I'm not a whale, but I got a big bag. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, when you're in something, you like it, you show up. You show up, you pay attention, you get the information. That's why I'm here. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Anybody that watches, let me plug in here before I go dead. I don't want to go dead during the como se llama there, man. Okay, good. Let me plug my phone in. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for them now, man. Then we're going to start. You'll see me up next to the speaker, Bobby K. Bobby K is me. So you'll see my spot right next to the speaker. That's how you know I'm on. All right, any minute now, guys. They usually start right on time, so about a minute and a half or something, a minute. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go, guys. All right, guys, I'll see you after. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Mark Ross here, co-founder. I've got David Track, founder of Sosana, with us tonight. We're going to be giving some updates. We'll be getting the call started here in a couple minutes. So just hang tight. Want to give everybody a chance to get on. Just in the meantime, as always, tell us where you're from in the Telegram. And looking forward to hearing from you a little bit. Brian, you can start the recording, or Dave?
I didn't reclaim host.
I will start the recording. You want to start the recording while you're just
when you're ready. Yeah. Yeah, when you're ready. We're not yet.
Yeah. Tell me when.
I'll let you know. Yeah. Good to see everybody.
Oh yeah.
We got West Texas, Ontario, Canada, Georgia, Dallas, Texas, Chicago. Welcome, everybody.
All right. Zacatecas, Mexico.
Yep, never been there.
Never been there.
Sounds like a place we might need to go, though.
I know, doesn't it? Sounds like a resort town.
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
Indianapolis. Are you happy about the Colts? You excited about the Colts, Joe? They're really playing good football.
We are worldwide, Lori.
I don't know if you're a Colts fan or not. Yep, Joe Jackson. Good luck to him. That's a big surprise this year. I didn't think anybody was really planning on them being good. So congratulations on that. That should be fun. Orlando, Florida. Tampa Bay. How you doing? It's not too far where our master distributor Keith Lacey is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, South Texas. See ya. Uh-oh, somebody's rubbing in the Philly loss on you, Brian.
It's 4-3, so I wouldn't rub anything in just yet. We just had a police clearing double.
Oh, is he talking about I don't know if he's talking about baseball or football.
Okay.
He's probably talking about football.
Yeah, well, I knew we weren't going to go undefeated. I guess that one loss, our season's over.
The Patriots, or who was it that beat you guys? Not the Patriots. I was thinking Patriots against Buffalo. Who beat you guys again?
Denver.
Denver, that's right.
I thought you really beat us. The Eagles beat us.
Yeah, beat yourself.
But,
And the refs.
True
The refs
that.
didn't help. Nobody likes to play.
The refs helped there at the very end with
Right.
it's not pass interference right in front of my face, but yeah, whatever. I was not sort of, but I'm a sort of.
Boynton Beach, Pearl, Mississippi, Zurich, Switzerland. Great to have you from Switzerland. New Zealand. Jimma in the house as always. Good to have you here. Okay, guys, we're going to get the call started. Go ahead and start the recording.
Yes, sir.
Recording in progress.
Okay, hello, everybody. Once again, this is our Monday night call, October 6th for Sosana. My name is Mark Ross. I'm co-founder of Sosana. I've got the founder, special guest tonight, founder David Track. He's going to give us an update. We know last week was a bit of a crazy week. He's going to kind of fill us in on what's going on and tell us what is about to happen. Dave, go on, buddy.
Hey, man. Yeah, that was one hell of a week, guys. As everybody kind of saw, we got our site taken down. That was not nice. That was a horrible thing. Take you down and then ask questions later. And no doubt that set us back because we had a plan, timeline, everything kind of laid out as to what we were doing. So that was a setback. But the silver lining is that I acquired Sosana.com, and that's huge. That's something that I wanted to do. I kept putting on hold because they were charging a lot of money for it, and we went back and forth at one point. But it's I don't know how much you guys know about SEO and everything else, but it was a huge coup. It also keeps pretenders, scammers out there trying to capitalize on our traffic and trying to scam people. And even though we have the trademark and it's our company, it's our site, it's our corporation. Sometimes companies overseas, it makes it difficult to shut them down when they start doing nefarious stuff. So this was amazing to get ahead of it and to have that under our belt. It was something that was on my mind on a regular basis, and I just had to take the money and do it. And I'm just so excited that we got that done. So that's a huge win for the company. So that being said, this past weekend I was out of town with the wife for our 20th anniversary. So we finally got the chance to kind of escape and kind of decompress after that stressful week. In fact, when the site, I'm just going to tell you guys this, we're still a small family. I just kind of an intimate thing and just share with you guys because you've been here through thick and thin with us. But when the site went down, I thought, oh my God, it's happened again. Somehow we got hacked. I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. I was trying to reach the server company. They weren't getting back to me. I was reaching out to the devs. Capill said, no, it's not me. I couldn't get hold of Ash. And then I looked at our domain with Namecheap, and I will tell you that I will never do a domain with that company again. And I had to get started with them. Of course, our attorney was on vacation, so trying to communicate with him was difficult. And I just
They're
had to
always
pick it
on
upon
vacation.
myself, really, ultimately, to get stern in writing a letter. And I've done enough contracts and legal work that I finally just hit him over the head with the facts and the truth and what we would do publicly. So it was probably some young punk who had a thimble full of power that got to his head. So I just want to share that with you that I think we got it escalated to the point where they realized they were at fault and it was going to be public, and did the right thing by turning us back on. So that was an emotional drain on our last end of the week of last week, and then the weekend, of course, as I mentioned, I was out of town. But today was a major milestone in a conversation with Capill and Ash. we came to the conclusion on exactly what all the next steps are to launching. So obviously we're not able to go live tonight, but I want you guys to understand that I was hoping to do it tonight because this would be the day that nominations would start, right? The first Monday of the month, and then the 20th is the actual winning token reveal, where we airdrop the winning tokens to the winning voters. So that's a full 2-week period of time. Even though we're focused on getting it launched this week, we believe and we're confident that we will. It gives everybody plenty of time to still nominate, to get everything ready before the actual voting starts on not this Saturday, the following Saturday. And so what I advise, well, before I give my advice here, I will say that the remaining pieces are as such. So at this point, the API endpoints are being handed over from Kapil to Ash for the final integration, because we had to take it from a testing server into a live mode, which we finally did. And that was huge. So, or actually, that is huge, because we had to uncover a couple of things and make sure both parties were on the same page. And now we know that they 100% are on everything, which is huge. I mean, it was just a big breakthrough call that we had for, we were on there for hours and hours today. So we got that done. Hopefully tomorrow that the endpoints go over to Ash. We start testing. Then we're going to move this over to the auditing company, because we don't want to just go live with the smart contract, which is really, what it is. It's 2 smart contracts, right? We have an affiliate smart contract and we have voting nomination smart contract. So we want to get those audited. Shouldn't take long. Again, they move very quickly. So they're giving us, a timeline on that, but we expect, 1-2 days for them to be done. That's our guesstimation, but we haven't gotten confirmation from them. That's what we think is going to be. And then, we're pretty much off to the races. So as long as, everything comes back, everything looks good, we're ready to rock and roll. So what the advice I was going to say, what I would appreciate everybody doing, get yourself prepared. If you're planning on nominating, take advantage of this time and research token projects that you think have, what it takes to make it, right? We encourage everybody to bring forward any kind of token project that they're sitting on, they know about, or that they've heard about. But I would say take this time to research. It's not the quick and the dead. It's not like, those who nominate first are gonna be first. It doesn't work that way. So that's why we wanted to give everybody enough time to get their nominations in, and then from that we have algorithms that determine the top 25. There's a number of different factors that go into play. It all happens behind the scenes through automation, and then we're off to the races. So this is a big week. This is probably the biggest week for all of us. So Mark, myself, Brian, we're all, and of course the devs are in the throes of getting certain things cinched up and ready to go. But I got to tell you, man, we're absolutely stoked and we're pumped, and we love you guys, man. I'm in the chats all day long. If you don't hear from me, I'm reading, I'm looking, and I see you guys. I see the activity, and we really appreciate it. This is if we could just keep growing with this kind of enthusiasm and this kind of community, that's what it's all about. So here it comes, guys. I want to also, before I turn the call over to Brian, I just want to ask if anybody has any questions to put them into the Telegram, and I can certainly address some of those questions to me rather. Thank you guys for talking about that. Yeah, that was horrible. See, and I'll tell you about the name cheat. They took over the company. I believe it's called CVC Global Partners. Bought out Namecheap last month. So literally September. I'm not even sure what date, but I think it was towards the end of September. And there's so much movement with our website that we just created all kinds of traffic. And then there's the naysayers out there, the people that are trying to hurt us for whatever reason, jealousy or what have you. And they got a complaint. Apparently, they won't tell me anything more than that. But I just think our traffic triggered some kind of internal alert with their compliance, and they just made a decision to take us down. So that was, I don't think they want this getting out there about their company, but I don't care. I'm moving everything over to GoDaddy. I've been with GoDaddy for years. I just happened to get some good pricing at Namecheap. That's why I did it. So I will just say, I don't recommend
That's a good
staying
reason.
with them if you guys are, and definitely look at an alternative company to go with for that. So that was a horrible situation to be in. Let's see, are we still good for October 20th? Well, that's October 20th is when we airdrop the token. So yeah, we'll be good hopefully this week. That's the actual moment where the reveal of the winning tokens happens. So we have to go into a 48-hour sign up process, but as soon as you've signed up, you will have the ability to nominate. But voting does not happen until the 18th of October. So nobody can vote until the 18th. Just keep that in mind. But of course, you have to be KYC to nominate or vote. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Can we use Sosana that we have to buy our affiliate? Yep. All you need is $99 if you're a member, or $2.99 if you're a business. And if you're a business and are upgrading, it does create automatically a member profile, because the member profile is what really navigates to the community. That's what allows you to nominate and vote. That's where you can sign up for classes. So it also helps to create a little vetting, in a sense, where the owners of these companies are part of the community. But at the same time, we want to give some kind of level of privacy and anonymity. So you don't have to necessarily have your name in your profile of the community. You can use a nickname. So we give you that ability to do that. But we know that you're legitimate. Go through here, guys. Go on the website, ever get a mobile app? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Mobile apps will be coming for sure. Is the KYC working? No. KYC will work when we go live, and only then. So when you hear us make the announcement that we're live, that's when KYC is live. But it's just a matter of flipping a switch. I've been slowly moving away from Namecheap there. Yep, there you go. How can we send a referrals now? I can't find the link. Maybe Keith can help you in that one. Maybe Keith, if you can take a look at that and guide them.
It's getting exciting, guys. It's going to be soon.
That. How can we send a referrals now? Oh, that's the same one.
2 weeks.
Sorry, guys. Just want to make sure I hit everybody before I hop off. I think we're good. Okay. I don't see any new questions. So I will. There's one more here. Here we go. So when the business at hand concludes for the website and the smart contracts are audited, in order for the Sosana DApp will be ready to launch, then we can get KYC and our founding member taken care of when we give the word yes. That is correct. If we purchase the winning coin, do we use Solana? No, you don't purchase. If we purchase the winning coin, I see. No, I mean you would purchase the whatever coin wins is going to be on the Solana blockchain, but you would have to swap Solana for that token or to buy it, or just purchase it outright. Hold on. I just lost the chat. Here we go. 48-hour window. When exactly? When? I'll make the announcement. The tokens we nominated has to be on the Solana. Yes, everything is on the Solana blockchain. For now, in the future, we'll become blockchain agnostic. See, the tokens nominated has to be the same one. The token purchase winning token. Okay, I think I fit it now. But so far, I've not heard what the actual process is for nominating someone, and what kind of info do you need to know about the token? Okay, so whenever you to pick a token, it's up to you, right? If you feel something is going to be a great project, it is a great project. You're currently invested in it, or you've just read or heard great things about it, and that's the one that you think deserves to be the best token out there. That's the token that you should nominate. Now, you don't have to nominate to vote, right? Nominating just gives you an extra $500 if the winning token is the one that you nominate. So, and that is the first come. So I did say it's not first come first serve, but I should backtrack on that one, because if whoever nominates that particular token first is the nominator of that token. But being one of the top 25 tokens is not part of being the first to be one of those 25 listed, if that makes sense. So as far as how you pick a token, as we kind of grow and become a little bit more robust, and we've got more of a community happening, forums, discussions, and we'll have live AMAs from different token owners that'll be educating people. We'll have classes on how to spot good tokens. Everybody's going to become better and better and better at figuring out what are the better projects. You'll understand better signals as to what makes more sense to invest in. But the idea that we have here is really as a close-knit community, rather than jump around from one token you heard about to another token you heard about. It's the tokens that we all collectively appreciate, that we think is the best token, the one that's going to win. And it's not only just about that number one token, right? You've got 9 others, so there's going to be a list of the top 10 tokens. Those are the ones I would think would make the most sense to have in your portfolio if you're going to add multiple tokens into your portfolio. But at the very least, the winning token by default should do well. I mean, it should. We had our beta test in version 1, and we saw the tokens take off. We saw lots of people in the community, the winners, make great money. We have them here in our community now. People on this call probably were some of those winners, and they made good money. The owners of the tokens came on to discussions with Mark and I. We had the winners and the token owner on the discussion, and the token went through the roof. So I can't obviously make any predictions about what's going to happen long term, but there's no doubt when you take the kind of money that we're collecting here and we buy up a token, you bet your butt, man, that thing is going to soar, right? I mean, we're collecting a lot of money. It's moving up and up and up, and this is going to continue to be bigger and bigger and bigger numbers every time we have one of these tokens win. So this is we think we're onto something really great. We're glad that you guys get it and you're here with us. This is it. This is the impetus of it all. And we're going to look back on this one day and remember when, and then remember how nothing great is ever easy. Like there's if it were, everybody would be successful. So it just takes a lot of work, a lot of teamwork, and I got the best team around me. Really surrounded myself with some great people, as you guys can see and attest. And speaking of which, I'm going to hand this off to the master salesman, one of the best I've ever come across, and a great teacher, and it's right there. So, Mr. Brian Lyles, why don't you take it from here?
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Track. For I know, man, you are insanely busy, and between what you're doing with the programmers, what you're doing with the developers, what you're doing to move this forward, plus talking about a lot of the marketing stuff and develop. Listen, it's crazy. I know how crazy it is. I think sometimes when you come on this call, people get a sense of how crazy your schedule is, but probably still not really. But here's what I want to do, man. I want to do a couple things. So it's almost like a rapid fire kind of thing here. No need to hold people all night here, but just some critical things I think I want to make sure we cover. So as you heard Mr. Track say, guys, we are going to, if you understand, so I always want to pretend that maybe some people are here maybe for the first time or the first couple times, and you guys don't understand everything. But here's how our nomination process would normally work, right? The nomination process would open up today, right? It would open up today, and people would have from today, which is Monday the 6th, I think we are. Is that right? Yep. So from Monday the 6th, and they would have all the way until Saturday, the 18th, where they could get their nominations in. So they would have that period of time to get their nominations in, and we're looking for a maximum right now in our stage right now of 25 nominations. And then on the 18th, then we reveal all of the nominations to the entire community, and everyone who has $50 or more within their Sosana wallet will be able to connect to our DApp, and they'll be able to vote. Now, ideally, there's probably not going to be anybody voting. I would hope there's no one voting as soon as they see the 25, because that means you did zero research, you threw a dart at a dartboard. Guys, come on. Take a real shot at trying to win, right? So you see the actual tokens, and then you go do your research on that all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and actually throughout most of Monday, you can do your research, whatever that capability is, and we expect your research ability and capability to get much better as you interface with the training and all the teaching that we're going to have within the Sosana community. But you do your research to the best of your ability, you come back and you say, you know what, token number 7. I think that one's best. And then you can actually go vote for it. And you can vote for it as long as you have $50 in your wallet. I want to make something clear because I know this question has come up a few times. In order for you to nominate, you need to have $500 in your Sosana wallet. And in order for you to vote, you need to have $50. It does not cost $500 to nominate. It does not cost $50 to vote. I want to be clear about that. So when you nominate, we're not taking $500 from you, nor as when you vote are we taking $50. You simply have to be holding that amount. So I want to make that clear. You're not spending $500 to nominate or $50 to vote. You simply have to be holding that amount in your wallet to be able to participate as nominating or voting. So hopefully that is crystal clear to everyone, and they're not thinking they're going to charge me $500 or charge me $50. We're charging you nothing. We're simply saying to participate, hold this amount of tokens. That helps to stabilize the token price. That helps the community. This is a reward that you get to participate in this for holding those amount of tokens. That's number one. Number two, I've had this question come up time and time again. People have said to me, so Brian, I know we got the affiliate plan about to roll out. I know we got the voting, we got the nominating. How much, people are asking me, what should they come in with? So here's my thought process. Okay. It costs $99 if you get in within the first 48 hours. And I'm going to assume every single person on this webinar right now, every single person in our community is going to want to get in the first 48 hours so they can get the founders level, which will be the equivalent of the premium membership, but it's for life, right? It's for life. So you don't have to pay $249 and then $149 a year. You're paying $99 lifetime, right? So that only makes sense. So it costs $99 to get that founders membership. Okay. It costs $50 that you have to have, again, not costing, we're not spending it, but you have to be holding at least $50 in your wallet if you want to vote. So put that together, it's about $1.50. And then there's always what I call the just in case something happens, right? In case the price goes down a little bit or something like that, right? So you're not sitting there because remember, even though you got $50 in there now, and then the price goes down by a half a penny and you had exactly 50, now you got $49.98 or something, right? So you technically don't have enough to be able to vote. So I tack another $50 on. This is my just in case thing. So if you want to come in on board and you want to become a founder and you want to be able to vote, I'm telling everybody, go get $200 worth of Sosana. That's what I'm telling. That way they have a $50 buffer zone. They got their 50 that they're holding minimum to be able to vote. They've got their 99 that they can actually get in as an affiliate with. So it's $200. If you want to nominate, if somebody says, hey man, I want to come on board. I know a lot about crypto. I'm really good at evaluating projects. I got some interesting projects I've been watching already. So what should I get in? It's the same logic. 500 that they have to be holding, 99. So let's just make it $100 that they have to come in for, that they're going to come in for as an affiliate, and another $50 as a buffer zone. So $650. Okay, so those are my numbers, and that's how I come up with them. 200 if you want to be a voter and an affiliate. $650 if you want to be a nominator and an affiliate, leaving an extra $50 in case there's some sort of minor price fluctuation. So you are still set and able to go. So that's what I'm telling everyone. Okay. So hopefully that is clear in terms of people saying, what should I be coming in with? All right. I know people are very nervous. They're like, and I saw you guys ask Dave. So I had people hit me all day, all over the weekend. So the 48 hours, the 48 hours, the 48 hours, the 48. I promise you. Listen, Dave is not that kind of guy, right? You're not going to get a Telegram message in that says the 48 hours started an hour ago. Okay, we're going to give you notice to say, hey, the 48 hours, it's going to start, what's today? Monday. So if he was doing it right now, it would be something like the 48 hours is going to start Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern or something like you're going to have some notice. Because we know some of you guys got to line up your jets. For some of you, it's real simple. For some of you, it's just you're going to go, you're going to connect, you're going to pay. For others that are leading big teams, and we respect that, you guys got to go. You got to get the messaging out through your social channels to your people and say, okay, it's go time, it's go time, it's go time. You got to do all that. So we're going to make sure there's a little bit of a buffer there so you have the time to be able to get with your people, get everything lined up. So in that 48 hours, you're not asking people to figure it out. By the time the 48-hour period starts, you just got this big, massive rush. And we want that, guys. We want everybody who wants to be a part of this to have the opportunity to be a part of this. We don't want anybody to miss out. And we also want the stories that will be generated by having, potentially thousands and thousands of people become founders at the same time. It's going to generate some great stories. I would expect that some of the leaders are going to have some very significant earning days. And we hope you guys share those with us because we'd love to tell those stories. So hopefully that covers that. Don't sweat about thinking you're going to somehow miss it. We're going to blast it out everywhere. It will be everywhere, and you will have notice about the 48 hours. Okay, somebody asked the question of, okay, I still haven't seen how I'm supposed to evaluate and whatever. So, every time people ask this question, I'm afraid that our answer seems to be a little squirrely. It sounds like we're being squirrely. We're beating around the bush. It's not squirrely. It's legal. Guys, this is where I want you to understand something about us, right? We don't want to do anything that could have some regulator stepping in here and saying anything is being manipulated, right? So we got to make sure that at any given time, when you're talking to Dave, when you're talking to Mark, when you're talking to myself, when you're talking to anybody on the core team, we have to make sure that we never say anything that would ever indicate that, or even could be misconstrued as we're trying to put our thumb on the scale. We're not going to tell you who you should actually nominate. We can't. We're not allowed to, guys. Do you understand that? We're not allowed to. It needs to be when they get nominated and somebody wins, it will be as big of a surprise to us as it will be to you. When 7 o'clock rolls around on what I like to call Sosana Monday, that action hour that we're about to have, that magic hour from 7 to 8, we're going to be sitting there just like you saying, who won this thing? We will be just as interested as you are. There will not be. And that's for real. And that's done by design, programmed by design. So at no point in time can anyone ever step in and say, well, how do we know that these guys didn't just make a deal with their friend who owns XYZ token and splatted it by making little comments and little posts and, giving them more visibility. So XYZ token won because secretly they own 40% of it or something crazy like that. Guys, it will be as much of a surprise to us as it is to you. So we can't give you like, this is what I would do or I would nominate this project. But here's what I will tell you. I'm going to give you guys just a few things that you can look at generically for deciding. And understand, once we actually launch the affiliate program, we're going to have all sorts of training videos, and they're going to continue to, we're going to continue to put more and more content to be very content rich to teach you how to be better at evaluating tokens as a nominator and as a voter. But again, just generic things you look at. So I call it red flags versus green lights, right? That's what you should be looking at. Red flags versus green lights. I'm going to look at a handful of things, and I'm going to determine if this is it. So red flag versus green light. Number one, who's the dev team? Who's the dev team behind the project? If you don't know, that could be a red flag, right? You know what I mean? I mean, like here, we're self-doxed. There is no mystery as to who is behind Sosana. Go to Sosana.io and you can see right away who we are, right? So do you know who the dev team is? And if you have personal experience with them, what else have they done? Right. And maybe they've done some other things and you're like, man, these guys got track record. These guys have come out with 3 tokens over the last 4 years. all their stuff is going to the moon. Now they come out with a new one. So that's something that's important. The other thing is there a utility or not? You know, is it just a cool looking token and it's got a cool name and it's a cool little meme or something like that? Or is it a token that actually does something? I'm not saying if there's no utility, that's a red flag. I'm just saying that if there is a utility, that is definitely a green light, right? That is definitely a green light that says, man, this token does something, especially if you agree that what they're doing is something very cool. Look at the liquidity, look at the market and the market cap, right? I mean, just take a look at them to figure out, is this something that's stable? Is this something that it's like, hey, man, we can nominate and vote for this and it could potentially be gone tomorrow? Again, any token could be gone tomorrow, right? There are no guarantees, right? I mean, we're not allowed to make guarantees, but I'm just saying some of these things. Do they have active and engaged social media channels, right? I mean, that's important. Right? Are they hiding? You know, they just up there, so it's really easy for them to just yank their website off one day or something like that? Or do they even have a website? You know, all these things, like go look for red flags versus green lights. And here's what I would say. There are so many tokens that are out there. Don't ignore stuff just to talk yourself into something, right? I mean, listen, if it doesn't pass the smell test with you, don't bring it to the community. That's all I'm asking, right? That's what we're looking for with this whole thing, man. This crowdsourced intelligence model. I can't evaluate every token out there. Dave can't. You can't. But collectively, we can go look, and maybe collectively we can come back and we can screen out enough tokens to come back with a couple of diamonds in the rough and say, man, these are some cool token projects that I think could really be sweet, and bring them up. So that's just a little bit of an idea there, guys, a little bit of a taste. Obviously, we're going to have training videos on this and all this kind of stuff by people much better at this than me. So our thought process is that over time, we are going to develop such a highly organized and trained community of identifying red flag versus green lights that there will be a point where all 25 tokens that get nominated, only one of them is going to win. But you'll probably want to buy at least the top 10 or 15, even if even those 14, those 14 that didn't win. You're going to say, man, if they made the top 10 to 15 in a Sosana vote, those are some solid projects. I think I'm going to get them in my portfolio, even though they're not the number one overall token. That's our goal, is to get to a point where we have such a highly trained crowdsourced intelligence model happening here within this community that you know that if it made it here and it made it through our voting process, yeah, that's a project that's got a really good chance of taking off. You want to add that to your portfolio because you can actually probably make some money with it over time. So keep that in mind. The other thing I wanted to say, somebody asked about buying token, like, okay, whatever the winning token is, it's XYZ token. If I want to buy it, do I have to use Solana? You'll be able to take a look at the token, guys. I mean, if they have multiple liquidity pairs already set up, some of them might be paired with Solana only. Solana will always work if it's on a Solana blockchain. Some of them might have a USDC pair on a Solana blockchain. So you'll be able to look at that and see how it's paired up and make a decision. But obviously, Solana is like the master key, right? The skeleton key. That's always going to work if you want to swap Solana to buy that winning token. The other is this, guys, just what happens after this is going to be so cool. Like, you know, Dave and I talk a lot about this, which is, man, we can't wait to get past all this stuff so we can get to what I call the fun stuff. I think this stuff is fun for Dave. This creation stuff, man, he's sitting back. I just kind of picture him. You know, he's building Frankenstein's monster, and he's got he's raising up the flag, the kite, so the electricity can come streaming in and all that kind of stuff. And he's really got that crazy laugh. That's how I picture in my head. I love the marketing side of it, man. I can't wait till Frankenstein's monster is up and alive, and now we can go out and terrorize the villagers with it. You know what I mean? It's like we are going to wreak havoc, man. Wreak havoc on the crypto market. Seriously, our goal is that once we have like the better token bureau and all that kind of stuff, is that it will be so dominant in the space that people who want to launch projects, they're going to say, nah, man, we can't launch this BS because the BTB will rip us apart and nobody's going to want to come by because everybody checks the BTB first. Like, we will actually force them into, it'll be like forced compliance. Like, they're going to say, back to the drawing board, boys. We got to put out something real with I's dotted, T's crossed, because if we don't, Sosana's BTB will destroy us. And you know, nobody buys without checking the BTB. We want to wreak havoc. We want to terrorize the scammers. You know what I mean? Terrorize the people who are putting this weak product into the marketplace. So they have to step their game up. That's our long-term vision. So, you know, we're going to do press releases that are going to come after this. We're going to actually, Dave's actually been over to Dubai before to attend some of these top tier events for a token project that he's launched in the past. So he knows how that whole flow going out there, who to talk to, how to get us, into the eyesight, if you will, of some of the biggest movers and shakers. This is going to be incredible, man. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is, as a result, guys, Dave started off talking about, so we had that thing that happened with the website, which that was a nightmare for him. It was real easy for me. I just got to sit back and say, man, I'm sorry you're going through that, Dave. But right, but whatever, but I know he was stressed, man. But again, everything happens for a reason. As a result, we got Sosana.com. That's going to be incredibly helpful for us in marketing. So that's pretty cool. But as a result of that, Kapil and his team, they'll be on tomorrow, right, Dave?
Yeah.
They'll be on tomorrow to actually debut the actual voting process mechanism. Just like last Thursday, we showed the behind the scenes of what the tech looks like and the website looks like for the affiliate program. Now we're going to show you the voting mechanism. So a lot of people are wondering, like, so what's it going to look like, and how's it going to work, and what do I do, and where do I connect my wallet? All those questions will be answered. We'll have that recorded. We'll have that out to the space as well. So when it comes time, when the 48 hours starts, you're not going to be, we didn't want you to be seeing the affiliate side for the first time. And when it comes time to nominate and vote, you won't be seeing this stuff for the first time. Like, what do I do? You will have seen it on video. You'll know exactly what to do. So you guys will be able to walk through it. The only final thing I want to say is and this is just from a scheduling thing, guys. We're doing these AMAs. We've been diligent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every single week. We do have a schedule. We're here today. We'll be here tomorrow. We do have a slight scheduling issue because of some travel and everything that's going to happen on Wednesday. So we will not have an AMA on Wednesday, but we'll be right back on Thursday. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday of this week, and then we'll be back to our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday every single week after that. But I do want to mention that. I will put that in Telegram, and I will remind you guys tomorrow. Looking through my information, because I know I haven't said enough just yet. I think that is it. So before we go, does anyone have any questions that you want to put into Telegram about anything that I just said? I'll give it a minute. Okay, Helen Sandwich, it's $99 worth of Sosana. Good question. So $99 worth of Sosana. And
look at what Colby said.
I got to go up for that?
No, it's near the bottom there.
It's near the bottom.
Brian will have you selling your kids to buy more.
Wow, I must be behind, but how cute are your kids?
It's funny.
Yeah, but I'm telling you guys, listen, I had a friend. I told him today, and he called me up, and he it was so funny because he said, man, tell me, man, we've been friends for 30 years, man. He said, like how hard do you think I should go with Sosana? I said, what do you mean? And he was like, I mean, I got a couple things I want to buy. I was thinking about looking at some other tokens, and I said, hey, I can tell you this, man, in all honesty, I know you, I know your family, you know where I live, right? So, and you actually know where my daughter goes to school. So I'm not trying to actually upset you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't believe, like, with once we roll all this out, and it's rolled out, let's say 2 weeks from now, let's just say it's rolled out where we've had the vote, and now Dave has put out the first couple of the press releases and everything. I personally don't believe we'll ever see these prices again. That's my personal belief. And I said, so
me too,
that's
man.
all I can tell you. Like, you do with that as you will. I'm not going to give you a number. I'm not going to say go buy 500, go buy 5,000.
We start seeing 10Xs.
I'm simply saying that
every 2 weeks.
You are always looking for stuff to put money into with the expectation of,
it's going to grow fast,
seeing a return. He's not a short-term guy either, which I love about him. He's not like, I got to see my return this week, or I know some people are like, I got to see my return 5 minutes after I bought a chart. he's a long-term guy, more he'll start looking at it again in a year from now. And I just said, man, I don't believe you'll ever see these prices again. So act accordingly. And he was like, okay, that's good enough for me. That is my real, honest, true belief about where we are. This is going to be huge, guys. When you really think about it, how can it not be? How can it not be? Right. I mean, when you really think about what we're doing,
it's going to be
don't
huge.
think that this is going to be huge. I think you don't quite understand exactly what we're doing, and that's okay.
Heavyweight affiliates are going to come in here.
That's why we keep doing these things. That's why we keep doing them, because
once we do that first vote, and there's proof,
guys. With that said,
it's going to fly.
I think we're good, man. I think we're good.
There's one question on here that someone brought up about coin market cap, things that they saw in there. So we're not direct yet on coin market cap for a reason, right? We didn't want to fill out information and go through all the steps only to get turned down early on, because there's things that we had to do, right? We had to lock liquidity. We wanted to run a couple of audits. When we get everything completed over the next coming days here, then we will fill out everything needed to be direct with coin market cap. In fact, we'll probably pay them money to expedite it. So that's why that's listed the way it is, because we are not technically approved by them yet. So but it's coming. We understand how it works. We've been down this road before, and so we'll get that squared away very soon. Okay.
Hey, Dave, I want to just say something about that really quickly, because this is the difference between a real project and a crap project. So I am aware of a crap project, and I swear I hope the guy who is part of this project is on here, because he's a friend of mine, but I can't let it go. I can't let it go, because that's how I am. But there's a project that I just know for a fact I'm just going to say it. It's garbage. It's garbage. But I'm not going to name the project. But it's garbage.
Okay.
And I was on the phone. He got me on the phone with someone who was telling me about the project, and the guy said to me, "Hey, I mean, listen, man. We're on Coin Market Cap," and I started laughing my tail off. I did, because for those of you who don't know, Coin Market Cap, right? A lot of people look at Coin Market Cap as like the authority, right? Because if it's on Coin Market Cap, then it's a legitimate project. But what you don't realize is Coin Market Cap, in their zeal to be all inclusive, right? They have incredible search bots for Coin Market Cap. So they will go and find just about every token that's out there, because they know, because they still want to be the authority where people come from the Coin Market Cap. So you can go on the Coin Market Cap and you can type in Sosana, right? Or you can type in this crap project that I'm referring to, and it'll bring up a page, right? But it will tell you not verified yet, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, because it's not the same as having gone through the process that Dave is talking about, the legit process where you provide them all of your paperwork, you go through their whole vetting process and everything, so that you really are now listed on Coin Market Cap, and those warnings are gone. So I pulled up his page. He's got all those warnings, and he's trying to make some sort of correlation. I was like, man, I was born, I was born in a day, but not yesterday. Like, please save that crap for someone else, right? And the guy just got quiet because he was caught. So instead, you got Dave Track on here telling you, yeah, we ain't really there yet. Like if this guy was, if the guy was sitting here, he'd be like, yeah, we're on Coin Market Cap, we're proud. He's basically telling you, man, that's another step for us. That's some other stuff we got to go through to provide them everything they need. So we are legitimately listed on Coin Market Cap, and you will no longer see that warning. If you ever see that warning, guys, it simply means this is their bots that went out and found something, but this is not someone who submitted what they needed to be officially listed on Coin Market Cap. That's a step we're going to take, no question about it. But I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, so if you're on here,
good,
my friend, I got you. So keep that in mind. So with that said, appreciate you guys. We will see you tomorrow. We'll have Kapil. We'll have the walkthrough. That's going to be pretty exciting. And again, stay close to the Telegram group, stay close to everything, because this is kind of like an imminent, any day now kind of thing. We'll be giving you notice, but it won't be. It started 5 minutes ago. We're going to give you some notice, and we're going to be good to rock and roll. All good, Dave?
It's coming, man. We're pumped. We're pumped.
Awesome.
Good job, Brian.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Appreciate
everybody.
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night, guys. As always, have a great night.
Recording stop.